This is FE Peer Review. The date is April 7th, 2021. The video in review is by Kyle Adams. The link is in the description. My thanks to Where's Wally for bringing this video to my attention and for doing an excellent debunk of the entire video. Wally's link is in the description as well. I just want to focus on one very brief portion of it because I have a message for Kyle Adams. Here's the bit I'm interested in.
Guess who the world's #1 consumer of helium is?
I'm going to guess NASA?
It's NASA.
Isn't that suspicious?
Isn't that suspicious? You asked a question but gave no answer. You just used it to try to plant seeds of emotional doubt in people's minds without actually engaging in the critical thinking, the discipline, the rational thought required to do the real work of science. And yet you call your one-person organization an, quote, institute of science. Instead of leaving the question unanswered, how about doing research? How about studying? How about the hard work of learning? How about demonstrating the humility of being a student and seeking out the best teachers to learn from? Do you want to know why NASA uses so much helium? Or do you just want to sow doubts and sly innuendo? I'm going to grant you the benefit of the doubt and graciously assume your intentions really are honest, despite the evidence otherwise. I'm going to assume you really do want to know why NASA uses so much helium. But I'm not going to spoon-feed you the answer. It's time that you grow up and learn that acquiring an education requires the commitment of hard work and the values of honesty, integrity, and humility. What I'm going to do instead is suggest that you study astronautical engineering at one of the many reputable U.S. universities that offer the program. I know you've done a Bachelor of Science already, so perhaps you would be able to gain entry into a master's program directly. If not, you will probably need to do the 5 years of hard sciences studies in things like chemistry and physics to get the bachelor's degree. And then, if you really want to know the subject from an academic standpoint and have a better shot at working at one of the great companies like SpaceX that are leading space engineering, you'll definitely want to pursue another 2 years to get your master's. At that point, going into an organization like SpaceX, you'll be considered the newbie, someone who has a good education but knows nothing about the real work of engineering rockets to do the amazing things we're currently witnessing. No, to really know rocket engineering, you'll need a good 5 to 10 years on the job. At that point, you will actually know why NASA uses so much helium and be able to talk intelligently about it. Until then, you will just be full of hot air, and that's not enough to get off the ground. I'm not going to beat about the bush with you anymore, Kyle. Despite your seeming politeness, you need to spend some time with the elders of your church, and I don't mean your fellow 30-year-olds. You need to talk to the old men, the men who have raised happy families and are watching their grandchildren flower into productive, happy adulthood. You need to ask them what you can do to improve yourself, especially to get control of your hubris and learn the humility that is required to grow into a mature adult.